So this is a Fran workout, and I'd done a Fran workout before, and the very first one I'd done, which was probably about 18 months ago, I didn't finish at all. I couldn't even get through it. And then this is the third Fran, and we're just using a 20 kilogram bar with two 5 kilogram weights. For a total of 30 kilos. And these are thrusters. If you don't know what a thruster is, this is a thruster. It's a squat into an overhead press. And on the second one that I did, it took a lot out of me, needless to say, and I was nearly dying. And it took 13 minutes to get through. So a Fran, just so you know, is 21, 15 and 9. So it's 21 thrusters, 21 pull-ups, and then it's 15 pull-ups, thrusters, and then 15 pull-ups, and then it's 9 thrusters and 9 pull-ups. And you know, we do CrossFit 4 or 5 times a week these days, and when we see people doing these, needless to say, they're in their mid to late 20s, early 30s, and there are some older guys there as well. But they're kind of few and far between, to be honest with you. Usually I'm the eldest there, and I'm 51 at this point. And also at this point, I was 83 kilos when I first started CrossFit, and I got that down to 70 kilos up to Christmas of 2022. And then when we got back from England, because we live in Spain, when we got back a few days later, our dog died. And absolutely devastated, and it knocked us for 6 really. And so I ended up putting another 7 kilos back on, and as you can see from the tummy, it's fairly evident where all of that food went. And I was just at the point where I just didn't care. And I know a lot of people go through that, and CrossFit, you know, was really my saving grace. And by the way, there on the left hand side is Lars. Lars is 46, and I think he's from Denmark. It's one of the beauties of CrossFit, by the way, is you get people from all sorts of different backgrounds and locations. And obviously I live in Spain, maybe not obviously, but I live in Spain, so we have all sorts of different people coming from all sorts of different places. And he's doing 35 kilo thrusters, and I've got 30 kilo thrusters. And then these are my jolly good pull-ups. And one thing I noticed, by the way, from watching this video, and I know there's a big thing right now about people filming themselves in gyms and without permission, but if you look at Lars's grip, he's got a much wider grip. And then my grip, Lars' technique's very good, very happy with that. You notice we're also not kipping, there's just pull-ups, and yes, we are using momentum, and I know you get some people and they go, oh, not a single pull-up was done. That's because these are CrossFit pull-ups. But my grip on my pull-ups is too close, and I actually didn't realise that, but I do now. But also good extension at the bottom. I did some pull-ups yesterday or today. This is yesterday's workout actually. But I did some pull-ups, I think it was today, and the guy next to me, his extension when you come down, he wasn't coming all the way down, and you need to come all the way down because it uses different muscle groups, so you definitely need to go all the way down like Lars is doing right there. By the way, this is a very, very tiring workout to do, and so I'd already worked out at this point. So this is at 3 PM in the afternoon, and I'd already done an 8 AM full CrossFit workout. So this is actually my second workout of the day. And if you're not videoing yourself, by the way, you should be videoing yourself, because it's really useful to see your technique and then to be able to compare what you're doing against what other people are doing. And I apologise for the butt shot there. Maybe a different angle might be better, but you've got a choice. You've either got the butt shot or you've got my fat belly shot, so I'm not sure which one you prefer. Put your comments down below and then you can let me know if the butt shot is better or the belly shot is better. Either one is not that great. And this workout really is about just slowing it down and just trying to save as much as you can, because it's a long workout. It's only 11 minutes. It's a full-on workout, and I don't know why it's so tiring doing his pull-ups. You know, I can do 21, 15 and 9, but I think combined with the thruster, and I think my pull-up technique needs a little bit of work there. And my hands were killing me as well. So like my blisters just at the bottom of my fingers, and you can see I've got, in Spain we call them calleras, but grips, and I always forget what the English word is, but you can see the grips that I've got on there. And there's a chalk bucket there, and on the pull-ups I have been putting chalk on my hands, but still a lot of friction, and I'm starting to get blisters. And so today, because we did this yesterday, I've actually got quite a few blisters on my hands from doing all of those, well, 2 sets of pull-ups in 2 different workouts over the same day. And so there's the stomach shot. That's wonderful. But unfortunately, I'm like a piece of string, so I'm like a double knot tied into a piece of string. I've got no body fat anywhere except on my gut, and I think that's not going to stay there very long, because my focus is we're in middle of March 2024 right now, and my focus here is to get rid of that gut, so I can have a beach body. And you know, like people go, oh, you've already got a beach body, just go to the beach and you've got a body. Yeah. You know, for those of us who are in CrossFit, the whole point of going to CrossFit is just to look better. Yeah, we want to live longer, of course we do. And also the other point is we want to when our kids are getting older, one of my children's 9 years old, and in 10 years time I still want to be, well, competing against her, and she's 9, so I can win, but she sometimes comes to CrossFit and she does a few little things here and there. But as we continue into older age, we want to lose some of this belly fat, because that adipose, I think it's called adipose body fat on the stomach, that's not conducive to a long life, and that's only the fat that you see. There's a whole bunch of fat that you don't see that's surrounding your organs. And so if you think about the fat around your stomach, and I've definitely got a stomach there because I put 7 kilos back on, but if you think about the fat around your gut, and then compare that to what you think the fat around your heart and your lungs and your liver and your kidney are going to be like, there has to be a difference there. And so I do think that when you're losing weight, the gut is usually, you know, it's the first and the last. It's the first place that fat goes on, and it's the last place where you're losing fat. And so I've got no fat nowhere else. There's me just putting some more chalk on because my hands are killing at this point. And by the way, I'm exhausted at this point. I'm feeling like I'm gonna die, and it's probably because I am. I was just checking the time there, so we're up to what, 8 minutes 20ish, give or take, depending on this voiceover. I'm just trying to catch my breath, and I'm trying to talk to myself, and you know, we have this this inner chatter, you know, this voice that we talk to ourselves in. And what's funny for me is, you know, the guy from Rocky, you know, Rocky's trainer, Mickey? Come on, you son of a bitch, get up! That's who I hear. He is my internal voice during these times at CrossFit where I'm really struggling to keep going. I've got Mickey from Rocky. Come on, you son of a bitch! And he's the guy that's talking to me when I'm on the floor and I can't do another pull-up and I'm dying. He's the guy that's persuading me to get my ass off the floor and do it. And also, you see me standing side to side, and sometimes you see me moving my arms. That's lactic acid that's building up in my arms, so I'm trying to shake out the lactic acid, which does help, by the way. So if you've not done that, you should try that. That gut is enormous, isn't it? I really do need to lose some weight. And it's really funny because when you look in the mirror, you look at it in the mirror from the front on. I think, is this my last set of thrusters? And when you look great from the front, and then when you look at the side, you're like, oh, I don't look as good. But we'll get rid of that. And if this is you, and you'll also get rid of that. The diet is the most important aspect of all of this. and it's so important to do. So I think, is that 9 thrusters? I wasn't counting, it didn't seem like 9, I think maybe that was 5. I think I've got 4 left to do, probably 4 left to do. And there's Lars. Lars is doing very well on this. Lars has been doing this longer than I have, and he's only slightly younger, but he's 5 years younger, but he's a different body shape entirely. But he actually weighs less than I do. He's like 6'1", 76 kilos, and I'm 77 kilos at 5'7" here. 173 centimetres if you're European. And I'm really, really struggling here, and yeah, just really struggling, and that's it. It's done.